Cloudcast Media. Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
I'm Drew Schlosberg, and you're listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, a special edition here at the 21st Annual Lead San Diego Visionary Awards here at the downtown Manchester Grand Hyatt. Thrilled to have on the air with us today Teresa Siles. She's the president of Nuffer Smith Tucker PR, longtime supporter of Lead San Diego, and a Lead San Diego graduate herself. How are you doing?
I am doing great, Drew. It's good to see you. It's been a long time.
It's great to see you and Nuffer Smith Tucker PR. Full disclosure, one of my favorite PR firms. I was honored to work with them when I was at the San Diego Union Tribune for many years. But listen, leadership obviously really important to you. It's important to the organization. How was your experience when you went through Lead San Diego?
Oh, it was amazing. I have to tell you, it was at the time when people were talking about Lead San Diego sort of getting an MBA in San Diego. I don't know if many of your listeners recall kind of that positioning of Lead San Diego. And I actually was getting my MBA from San Diego State University at the same time. So I was getting my MBA at SDSU and going through Lead San Diego. And of course, both were great experiences, but I found that what I learned through Lead was really impactful and stays with me today. So I really enjoyed it.
Well, and certainly in the field that you're in, it's about relationships, it's about partnerships, it's about communication, to say the least, being one of the top PR firms in our region, if not the top PR firm. But talk about what you learned from that Lead class that has helped you as you have now become the president of the organization. Is it the partnerships? Is it the forward thinking? Is it the visionary? Is it all of the above?
It's all of the above, but I think one thing that was really great for me is we can get very busy in our day-to-day lives, right? And we have our jobs. At the time, I was going through the MBA program, and we have all this stuff going on. And so going through the Impact program as a young person was a great way just to kind of take a time out and spend some real thoughtful time talking about the issues that are affecting our community. And so for me, it was really kind of making space for that inspired me to continue to make space for issues in our region over the long haul.
But see, you were in a great position for that because of your firm, certainly in the midst of all of that, the people you represented, obviously the Union Tribune and certainly other clients. You're so well positioned. I mean, you probably could have taught a Lead class. You probably do teach a Lead class for that matter in that area. But one of the things that I've always been impressed with Lead is that the people that go into that program bring so much to the table even before they start day one. Isn't that true?
Absolutely. And it's really about the networking, everybody else in the room. It is not a room full of students and one teacher. We're all learning from one another, and I think that's really the power of the program.
Right. And I think Nuffer Smith Tucker, of course, has been, how many years now, 40?
We are going to be celebrating our 50th anniversary in April. There's going to be a big party. You will be there,
I will.
I'm sure.
I was there at the 40th. I remember that. That was, if I'm not mistaken, at the upper floor of the library. And that was, quite a shindig, of course. And the iconic David Nuffer, just bless his heart, he's up there smiling on you above. I know that. He was so proud of all the amazing things that you have done in that world on this. But, talk about from a PR standpoint, and you've got PR, marketing, you guys are always on top of your game. How much is important is knowing all those leadership principles for what you do when you work with your clients?
It's critically important. And it's not something that most people are sort of born with, right? Some people are better at it than others, but the time invested in a Lead program is very much time well spent. And as an agency, I went through the program, and then we continue to send our people through the program. So each year we're sending at least one, if not two, people through various Lead efforts. And we do that because it's not only great for them, but it's great for us as a business business, and of course, it's great for the community as well.
Well, I love to brag about Lead San Diego, because of what the great work they've done. But I even like to brag more about Nuffer Smith Tucker. We worked with you guys for quite a while when I was at the Union Tribune, and your customer service was absolutely off the rails, off the charts. Sometimes you hear a little criticism from PR firms. I'm not quite getting the attention I should. You hear it all the time. You've been in the field for quite a while. But you guys really do it well. And that's sort of, in the DNA of Lead San Diego. You're talking about the relationships. Because you never know who's in that room that's really going to help you if you're in some tough negotiations somewhere down the road, or you need to have some really tough conversations with people. Talk about how those relationships really work well, especially in the field of PR.
Absolutely. Relationships are important, and I think some of the things that you're describing are really related to our values, and one of our values is to be candid. And it's a lot easier to be candid with folks when you have a good relationship with them, but nonetheless, being candid, I think, is important as a PR practitioner. And when you can combine that candor with great relationships that you establish and maintain through Lead San Diego, that's a winning strategy.
So what recommendations would you give? We've chatted about this with some of the folks we've interviewed in this special edition. We are here at the 21st Annual Lead San Diego Visionary Awards. I'm Drew Schlosberg, and listening to another edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, now the nation's longest running community podcast. For people that want to go through Lead or thinking about go through Lead, and they say, I don't have time to do it, debunk that myth.
It will be the best time that you allocate in your life. So, yes, we are all busy, and as I said earlier, I think one of the things that Lead did for me is really created that space. And I think so many of us want to become better leaders. We want to get more involved in our community. And it's really easy to say, I don't have the time, but it's important that we make the time, and that's the only way that we'll be able to advance as individuals and as a community, and to be able to solve some of the challenges and opportunities that we have in front of us. So I would say do it, and we're all busy, but it's time well spent.
Well, really appreciate that. Teresa Siles, the president of Nuffer Smith Tucker PR. It's good seeing you. It's been a while since I've seen you. I know your agency is just doing great stuff, and really appreciate your support of so many different organizations. Nuffer Smith Tucker's always been a great community leader, and this Lead San Diego being one of these. And look forward to having you back on the show sooner than later.
I would love to. Thanks so much, Drew.
You bet. Teresa Siles, president of Nuffer Smith Tucker PR. You've been listening to a special edition of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, now the nation's longest running community podcast. We're brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union. We hope you enjoyed the interview.
You've been listening to an episode of Drew Schlosberg Spotlight on the Community Show, amplifying the voices of social impact organizations, entrepreneurs, local nonprofits, and other community champions who shape the culture, creativity, and connectivity of San Diego community. Brought to you by Mission Fed Credit Union, bringing good things to San Diego for over 60 years. Learn more about what is good for you and good for all by visiting www.missionfed.com.
Cloudcast Media.